Call hello Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah Bahashem Rakakodash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well over the flock. Shalom and salutation to you brothers out here pushing the words of truth and sincerity. I'm gonna play some snippet of a video at a camp show that we did from New York City, where a Knight Templar came up. All right, this is a guy that's been in the Knights of Templar. He had official cards. He's someone high up there. And it's just, we dealt with him only to show that his knowledge is not superior to the knowledge of the scriptures, to the knowledges of the prophets of the Lord, to the knowledge of the Lord's messengers, his people. All right, this word far surpasses, in the understanding of this Bible, far surpasses any worldly knowledge. Now, he may be super knowledgeable to you carnal people out here in the world. All right, you people that went through this education system and matriculated, y'all see him in prestige and hang on to his words like cliffhangers. But when he came up, he didn't really have anything astounding to say. Nobody, it wasn't profound. Nobody was amazed at his articulation or the things that he knew. As a matter of fact, he still was very secretive about what the Knights of Templar really was. So I'm just going to play some of the video here and let y'all brothers see for yourself.
It don't matter. See, your daughter wasn't raised in poverty. Why she acting like that?
Are you guys famous?
Yes. Soon to be.
Cool. I like that hat. That's a World War. Is that a Civil War hat? Civil War hat? Don't worry, it's the North. That's all right. They're good guys. It's all, you know, it's my secret way of saying I was a Republican. Hey, but a Civil War is going to come to the society. You know, again. You know, I doubt it. Doubt it?
It's happening right now. The nation's divided.
You know what?
Isn't not the nation divided?
Most of them. I had dinner with a Democrat 2 days ago, and we said, conservatives, I'm not even that conservative. In the Midwest, I'd be considered a radical liberal. I mean, but I'm a New York conservative, which is, you know.
But is the nation divided right now?
Well, I think the government, the power elites.
No, but what the people who vote for either Democrat or Republic, are they divided?
Some are, some aren't.
They're divided. And the scriptures say that nation not divided.
Mine, I have the antibodies. I have the reports.
I don't care about that.
I had the virus in May.
Oh, good for you. You survived, right?
I'm a mule. Me too. I have the antibodies. Yeah. I had to go to the VA for a bladder problem, but I'm a smoker. So I coughed, they swabbed me, they said, guess what?
You got the
virus.
Allegedly.
No. I've had 7 tests.
But did you feel the symptoms, or you was asymptomatic?
No. I was taking all those super vitamins, the D's, the melatonins, the zincs, before that, because I was high brain surgery, diabetes, bypass.
Fucked up.
Not one fucking symptom. I'd still be locked on 190th Street right now if I didn't go for the bladder problem.
Right. Well, we're gonna get back into the word.
Oh, I'm sorry, John.
It's all good.
I got one thing to ask.
Yeah, go ahead.
About the Capitol. What happened at the Capitol the other day? What do you think about that?
I think it's horrible.
Yeah.
I'm not a violent type of guy.
It was the first time since what, the 1800s?
Oh no, it happened in the spring.
It happened what? I'm sorry.
In the spring.
This year you talking about? That happened before this year?
That happened this year. I mean, last year, 2020.
Somebody ran inside the Capitol building? Did they?
They even went into the Senate offices.
Okay.
So they must have kept down the rats, because I didn't hear about that.
They were Antifa.
Right.
And allegedly.
No,
because Antifa is funded and ran by George Soros, who was an insider. George Soros has been trying to destroy America for 50 years.
And he's being successful.
With the Koch brothers. They hate Trump because Trump's a people guy. He's not right-wing or left-wing.
But Trump was bailed out by Soros. When one of his casinos was one of his kids.
No, he declared bankruptcy.
But they gave him money. Once you take money, you know you're in bed with them.
No.
Yeah.
I'm an ex-stockbroker.
Trump took money from Soros.
I never liked Trump when I met him back in the 80s. I was jealous. Now I realize I was just broke. I'll give you my card. You can always have a chat.
How many years do you think America has left?
Hopefully.
Before it's in complete chaos.
Very few. if any.
This may be the year.
You know,
They might have.
Real quick.
America, it might be
guys
months.
like us are willing to talk to each other. I think
But
we can.
not empowered.
it's above our pay grade. This is God's judgment that's coming.
I know.
Do you believe in God?
Yes.
Now, do you believe in His judgment?
Yes.
Why would God have to judge America? Just one.
I've got to hope that it's because He has a sense of humor.
Well, the Lord does have a sense
He
of
does
humor.
have a sense of humor.
Yeah,
He
he
does have a sense of humor. But, but the sense of humor is not going to profit.
I used to run the Knights Templar in New York.
It's not gonna be that funny for you guys when that time comes, man.
Well, I'll be dead. I'm 66.
Well, you better call for death quick, because this shit might happen next week.
Guess
You
what?
believe in reincarnation?
You'll be reincarnated. You come back incarnated.
I'll come back as a Democrat. Oh my God!
No, you'll come back.
There ain't gonna be no Democrats in the world to come. All that dies with America.
That's all right though.
Because you do know.
Actually, when I go to the VA, I was too young for Vietnam and too old for all the other wars. So I picked my own war, and I figured I'd pick one we won.
Did you fight?
No, I was too young for that. I missed everything.
But you were in the service.
Yeah, never got shot at, never shot at anyone.
Okay, you
For
look
that
lucky.
like 2-year period.
When
where
you're gonna have your chance, there's gonna be another one here.
yeah, and I'll hide out in my apartment. I'll have Diet Coke,
Got
maybe
the
a scotch.
Go ahead. Have a lot of scotch. A lot of
This
scotch.
is Mark chapter 3, verse 25. And if a house be divided against itself,
And that's exactly the state of America right now.
It's
It's
also
divided.
Lincoln, a house divided among
yeah.
itself.
He got that from the scriptures. He got that from the Bible.
Of
that
course he
house
did.
Yeah.
cannot stand.
And that's
Correct.
exactly how the
I'm with
America.
you. But what I'm hoping is there are enough sane people. I'm going to pretend I'm sane. So that there are enough sane of us where if we disagree with something, we don't go to fists. We try to figure out
But
how
this
to
is
solve
divine.
it.
A sane person is a realist, okay? And for you to admit the truth and to be real, that's real sanity.
No,
know?
look, I
To believe in a lie
recognize
is
the
insane.
possibility of it.
A strong
I'm hoping it doesn't happen.
is God.
Hoping for the best.
It's God's
Right.
judgment.
Are you prepared for the worst? Are you prepared for something like this?
You know,
What's the worst possible?
I don't own any weapons.
What's the worst possible scenario in your book?
Yeah, I want to hear that.
I can't.
I'll give you one. Nuclear war.
Internally,
Right here. Nuclear war.
Internationally.
I grew up. I grew up with getting under the desks.
Right.
You know, I'm
Ain't no getting on the desk gonna help. This was coming to America.
You know,
Get Revelation 9.
there's an old saying, real quick. There's an old saying,
Oh, we need your charger, bro.
right, by one of the generals. This is in the 40s. And he said, I don't know what World War I was fought with tanks. World War II with
Airplanes.
missile. But he said
World War IV.
World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones. He said, I don't know what
Yes.
World War III will be
I don't
fought
remember the general,
But-
but I've heard the quote.
Because why? It's nuclear war.
And
World
they
War
knew
World
III.
War III is nuclear bombs. World War IV is.
And that's
sticks
gonna what?
stones.
It's not gonna wipe out all existence. It's gonna wipe out America.
That's right.
Well,
Get your charger,
since
bro.
we're stuck here, I hope we all do well.
See, our hope is in the salvation of God.
That's right.
That's what our hope is.
Ah,
What's that?
no, I'm looking at your book.
Yeah, the Apocrypha. It's part of the Holy Bible.
I'm gonna look it up on the internet.
Yeah, the Holy Apocrypha.
Do you mind if I photograph it so I can?
You can't photo.
All right, so I'm gonna drop it right there. You know, that was the Knights of Templar guy. I'm not sure what his name was. I don't remember. He gave his cards and everything, but we're not really we don't have him anymore. But this is him. All right, came with the Civil War hat and the getup and everything. We had some information about the Knights of Templar, what he knows, and he didn't want to mention anything about it. Doesn't matter. All right, everything that is hid shall come to light. Okay, everything that is in the dark shall come to light. Everything that is hid, the Lord will manifest it in due time. We don't care about your secrets. We pretty much know the major secret, which is a new world order, which is to microchip the entire world, world domination, global domination, one world order. We know the biggest of your secrets of all. So your little propagandas, your little Operation Full Speed or Operation Warp Speeds and Operation this, that, and the third, Operation Dark Winter, whatever. If you know, whatever clandestine things you have going on, you know, the Lord's going to reveal them in due time. We're not worried about it. We're patient men. Now, the scriptures, which is why it can't be defeated. Matter of fact, the Lord said, I'll give you a word that nobody can gainsay. All right? A word out of your mouth that nobody can gainsay, nobody can speak against. And that's these words, because the prophecy, the Bible's come to pass. When you read it, it comes to pass. This is 2nd Ezra 16:34. It says, in the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish. Hear now these things and understand them, ye servants of the Lord. That's the elect. You see how the servants of the Lord will understand and hear? If you can be an Israelite all you want, if you don't hear and understand these things, well, you're going to perish. All right? Because these are words in which we're supposed to be holding on to. Knowledge and wisdom, Isaiah 33:6, shall be the stability of thy times. We're looking for stability in the times to come, where people are going to perish by famines, by plagues, pestilences, so forth and so on. This is the book of Daniel 12:10. It says here, many shall be purified and made white and tried. When you're tried, that means you're tested. All right, so you have to go through a test period if you're truly purified. You have to be tested of that you are. All right, and made white means perfect, clean. And this is through the Spirit of the Lord that bestows you unto you understanding. It says, but the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand. He can't understand what we was quoting. I mean, we was quoting the Bible. He said, well, Lincoln said that. Well, what good does it have if you don't understand the message or what he was speaking of? All right, a house divided unto itself shall not stand. If you don't see it in the larger perspective, what that has to do in reality, all right, or why the Lord even mentioned it in the context, then you're lost. It says, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. So this word, this Bible, is not even for all Israelites right now. It's for the elect, the ones that can understand this word. This is 2 Corinthians, the 2nd chapter, verse 9. But as it is written, eye hath not seen, nor ear heard, neither hath entered into the heart of man the things with which Yahweh hath prepared for them that love him. But Yahweh hath revealed them unto us. So we're talking about something that has not entered into the hearts of the average man. What are those things? Whatever the Lord is preparing for those that he loves. The kingdom of heaven to come. Right? What is the kingdom of heaven? You ask a lot of Christians, they don't know. They think it's after you die. They think you have to die to get to heaven. That's a general consensus. However, we're talking about, the Lord said some of you will not die. It says some of you will not see death. So what does that mean? What is the immortality to come? What is the incorruptible crown? What are these things? All right. What is in the twinkling of an eye, your body shall be changed? What are the chains of darkness? What are these things? And so, if your heart has been closed, it's been closed by the Lord. Those that are lost, those that are hid from the scriptures are lost, because the Lord hath hid them. Verse 10, but Yahweh hath revealed them unto us by his Spirit. So it's a spiritual thing. We're spiritual men. We're in a world of carnality. This is a carnal world. People can't see past, the flesh. But the Lord revealed certain things unto us and our elders and our apostles, starting with their elders, by the Spirit. It says, for the Spirit teacheth all things, yea, the deep things of Yahweh. So you want to know deep things, you got to know who you walking up on. See, that dude probably thought he was just walking up on a bunch of black pastors, right? Who were going to say, praise Jesus and love, right? The whole doctrinated fake gospel that's being taught out here, the slave gospel. But he ran into men that understand deeper things that the Most High has revealed through the Spirit. And he was confounded. He don't know. It says, for what man knoweth the things of a man, save the spirit of man which is in him? Even so, the things of Yahweh knoweth no man, but the Spirit of Yahweh. Now we have received not the spirit of the world, but the Spirit which is of Yahweh. So now we understand the things that the Lord wants us to understand, which are more, which are larger in scale and more deeper in scale of magnitude than the things that a mortal or carnal man knows. It says that we might know the things that are freely given to us by Yahweh: salvation, destruction of America, prophecy, which things also we speak, not in the words which man's wisdom teacheth, but which the Holy Spirit teacheth, comparing spiritual things with spiritual. Yeah, we don't sound, when you go up to a Great Millstone video and you click on it, it doesn't sound like your classroom setting. It doesn't sound like a lecture from your prestigious colleges. It sounds like spiritual men saying spiritual words of wisdom, not according to man's wisdom, but according to the Spirit. It says, but the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit. And as I look into that word natural man, let's see what we find here. Natural man. Let's go into the definition of natural. Let's see if it got it here. Alright, maybe I have to go to Salakia. I'm just going off the cuff here a little bit. I gotta get that definition. What is the natural man? So ain't even gonna give it to me. Hold on. Natural man, Greek word, physical, soulish, literally soulish. The man who lives the man life of his lower understanding, the unspiritual, sensuous, and egoist man. He may be superior to the fleshly, sensual, or carnal man who lives only the life of the body, but is far below the spiritual man. There it is. He's carnal. He sticks to his low understanding. He's unspiritual. He only deals with what he could see. All right. So it says here, spiritual truth appeals to the spiritual man, and therefore is intelligible only to those who are spiritual. Woo. It says, in whom the pneuma is not dormant, but quickened by the holy pneuma, which is the word pneuma is spirit, or what is the word pneuma? Spirit, right? So it says, in accordance with St. Paul speaks of man and as consisting of body, soma, soul, psyche, and spirits, pneuma. All right, so let's see what it says. 1 Thessalonians 5:23 says, say here, and the very power of peace sanctify you wholly. I pray, Yahweh, your whole spirit and soul and body be preserved blameless unto the coming of the Lord Yahushua. All right. Spirit, body, and soul. Right? Which is spirit and soul is pretty much the same thing. Now, getting back into Paul's words here. He said, which the things also we speak, not in the word, all right, verse 14, but the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of Yahweh, for they are foolishness unto him. That's why he can't understand why we talking about thermonuclear war. You're going to say, well, Biden's in office and he's a Democrat, and then during Democratic policies are more ease on restrictive against foreign nations and blase, and, well, you know, the treaties and this, that, and the third. You're going to name you everything that makes your mind at peace. Some say peace and safety, then sudden destruction coming. You see why the natural man receiving not the things of the Spirit? Because they're natural. They're dealing with the lower intellectual capabilities that a man has. The highest capabilities a man has is to be spiritual. It says, but he that is spiritual judgeth all things, yet he himself is judge of no man. For who hath known the mind of the Lord that he may instruct him? But we have the mind of Yahushua. Different. different. Call halal Yahweh Shem Yahushua different. 1 Corinthians 13, 13 and 18. Let no man deceive himself. If any man among you seemeth to be wise in this world, let him become a fool, that he may be wise. How are you deceiving yourself, thinking you're smart? How do you become wise? You have to become a fool again. What does that mean? You have to be taught from the beginning how the spiritual things are. You're just a carnal man. You only understand the things of the carnal world. 1 Corinthians 9:30 and 19. For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with Yahweh. For it is written, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness. How is America going to be destroyed? Their own craftiness. The nuclear missile. They've been detonating it and dropping it on nations since the 40s. Now it's going to be used against them. All these countries got the technology. It's a wrap for America. That's what happens with your the worldly foolishness. You get caught up into your own craftiness. You think you're smart, and then the Lord hits you. Verse 20, and again, the Lord knoweth the thoughts of the wise, that they are vain. Yeah, your thoughts on how to, Peace Corps and peace this and UN peacekeepers and diplomacy. And this is the way how, we can all come together for a new world order. That's thoughts of vanity. All right, we don't need your intellects, because your intellectual, you're not that much of an intellectual. Furthermore, if you're not an Israelite, you ain't gonna get it. If you're not an Israelite, this wisdom is the spiritual knowledge ain't for you. Stick to carnal wisdom. Isaiah 40 and 15. Behold, the nations are as a drop of a bucket, and are counted as the small dust of the balance. Nobody cares about the small drop from that bucket or the small dust from that balance. Behold, he taketh up the isles as a very little thing. Or them islands where the heathens dwell at. Nah, he don't care. And Lebanon is not sufficient to burn, nor the beast thereof sufficient for a burnt offering. And nations before him are as nothing, and they are counted to him less than nothing, and vanity, emptiness. So you're nothing if you're not a Hebrew Israelite. The Lord chose his people to rule the kingdom to come, and that's what will happen. We'll rule in the next kingdom. All right, so that's all I have for this video. Lord willing, is edifying. Till next time, shalom.